Well, welcome to the USA Elite Select Futures All-American Games Selection Show alongside Pride player Courtney Seo. I'm Bernie Gunther. Courtney, you get a chance to be out on the field and see some of these athletes compete, some really impressive talent all around the country.
I did, yeah. For the last couple years, I've been working with the USA Elite Select, and every year it's getting better and better competition-wise, and the athletes, they're improving each year. We see some returners, we see some new girls, and it's just really impressive.
Well, as we take a look at our Atlantic Selection Show, these athletes, they really get tested to the nines, and also the great thing is they have professional players like yourself out there trying to evaluate who is the best of the best.
Yeah, we've had all of our team out there for the most part, consistent group of us to go into each location, and we get to evaluate them and see what they have across the country.
Well, let's get to the selections as we start with the 14U age division. And we start with the 14U American team. At catcher, Elisa Perez, Madison Navarro, Kristen Reifenberg, Madison Granberry, and Vanessa Alexander. Middle infielder Francie Kaskin, Kristen Steller, Michaela Grant, and Jacqueline Flynn.
Yeah, Jacqueline Flynn, she's a utility player, again, has a strong arm, fundamentally sound with footwork and mechanics, so we definitely enjoyed watching her play and direct selected her as well.
At pitcher, Paige Guess. Outfielder, Kaylin Felton. Infielder, Gabrielle Elliott Coleman. And at pitcher, Ashley Miles. For the 14U national team, at catcher, Addison Reynolds.
Yeah, Addison Reynolds, she was a direct select player and catcher. She had a super strong arm, great accuracy, and her pop times were just standout, so we definitely direct selected her straight to the finals here.
Catcher, Alyssa Livingston. Carly Chastain. Pitcher, Sydney Gilbert. Middle infielder, Ashlyn Pruitt. Middle infielder, Catherine Thomas. Also in the infield, Jade Larsey. Outfielder, Mackenzie Merrill. Outfielder, Kaina Cheney. Outfielder, Michelle Santiago. Pitcher, Paige Lassiter. Pitcher, Brooklyn Lucero. And pitcher, Kayla Swinson. Congratulations to all the 14U participants. One of the great things is from 11 up, we had so many great participants that we have 2 teams competing in Orlando.
Yeah, that's a little bit different this year. We decided to put 2 teams in. 24 girls are coming each for each team, or each division, I should say. And it's just because the level of competition has grown across the country and that are coming to the tryouts, so we decided to have 2 teams each.
Well, let's check out our participants at the 13U level. For the 13U American team, Devin DeBardelavan, a catcher, and Lindsay Smith joins her behind home plate.
Yeah, Lindsay Smith, she's a catcher, and what we liked about her is she did the routine things well. Her footwork, her mechanics throwing down to second, pop times, all of those things factored into it, but she really just was a good, consistent player, not only on the catching side, but also in the hitting side as well. She'll be an asset on the offense.
In the infield, Jenna Venturelli, and catcher Catherine Hickey. In the middle infield, Ana Hernandez. Middle infielder, Lindsay Swearnigan. Infielder, Amaya Ross. And outfielder, Elisa Sedler. Also in the outfield, Emily Vinson, Madison Moore, and pitchers, Kalea Smith, Jordan Esslinger, and Sydney Hansen. For the 13U national team, catcher Taylor Linfear, Catherine Hart, Kaylee Griffin, Anna Allen, and middle infielder Faith Calloway.
Yeah, Faith Calloway, she's a middle infielder. She was a direct select pick. We loved how she attacked the ball. She was aggressive to the ball, and then her throw across the diamond was pretty strong as well. So that made her a direct select. Her hitting obviously factored into that, but she really was a good asset on the defensive side for this 13 and under team.
Joining Faith on the infield, Jalen Baker and Keely Hunley. In the outfield, Abigail Ursary, Madeline Brown, and Katie Taylor. And inside the circle, Carolyn Hoagie, Erin McLaughlin, and Isabella Hamilton. For the 12U American team, Alexis Winters, catcher Molly Stevens, and Mackenzie Kostler. In the infield, Taylor Watson, Kira Sudek, who's a catcher and an infielder, and middle infielder and pitcher Jillian Thomas.
Yeah, Jillian Thomas, she's just strong defensively on both pitching and middle infield, and so we just liked her ability, her skills, and so we definitely wanted her to be part of this.
Also in the infield, Kristen Kirby, outfielder Brajana Burnett, outfielder Abby Hilton, and pitcher Haley Blumberg. Pitcher Taryn Bolcom. At catcher Courtney Holcomb and Natalie Horan, who pitches and also is a middle infielder.
Yeah, her pitching is what stood out to us. She hit the corners well, super accurate, and then also she has a natural curve and throws a drop too. So pitching-wise, she's going to be an asset to them.
On the 12U national team, catcher Zoe Yeager, catcher Isabella Perez, infielder Jessica DiNardo, infielder Haley Shinchetti, infielder Brooke Wilds, middle infielder Madison Rowland, Jasmine Jones, outfielder Cassidy McClellan, outfielder Sydney Blair, outfielder Maury Murray, pitcher Alexandria Boqui, pitcher Olivia Voltalina, and pitcher Kelsey Vogel. Well, we're halfway through announcing the Atlantic roster to this year's Futures All-American Games in Orlando. When we come back, 9, 10s, and 11s.
How did I get there? I played against the best.
How did I get there? I challenged myself.
How did I get there? I raised my level of competition.
USA Elite Select. Your legacy starts here.
Cocoa Beach, the authentic beach town, where the sand is our building blocks and a board is our preferred mode of transportation. A place where memories are awakened by the sound of a wave. It's the home of the original, home to the iconic, and home of the legendary. Cocoa Beach. It's still cool. Your beach vacation begins at GoCocoBeach.com.
Welcome back to the USA Elite Select Futures All-American Games Selection Show for the Atlantic region. Alongside Courtney Seo, I'm Bernie Gunther. Time to announce the 9s, 10s, and 11s that are going to be going to Orlando and competing at ESPN's Wide World of Sports. And we start with the 11U division. On our 11U American team, we start at the catcher position with Caroline Patterson, catcher Addison Brunman, infielder Caitlin Johnson, infielder Kennedy Coakley, infielder Alina Duncan, infielder Megan Towery, middle infielder and outfielder Marissa Metz, outfielder Haley Self, outfielder Jaylee Williams, middle infielder and outfielder Madison Antioco, pitcher Brooke Purdue, and also in the circle with Brooke, pitcher Abby Pringle.
Yeah, Abby Pringle, she throws a drop curve and a change. She's going to mix it up and throw these hitters off a little bit for this 11U team, so strong in the circle.
And finally on the American team, Chandler Berry. On the 11U national team, at catcher, Lainey Warren, Michaela Taylor, Angeli Bruno, infielder Desiree Devine, infielder Isabella Davis, middle infielder and catcher Tegan Ritchie, middle infielder and catcher Cameron Fest.
Yeah, Cameron Fest, when she was at tryouts, we saw something a little different. Obviously, her skills made her stand out. She was a direct select athlete, but her hustle is what really stood out to us, and we noted that down, and we really enjoy that when we see an athlete hustling in tryouts, and then also that just turns over into the game.
She's joined with outfielder Sierra Gibson, outfielder and catcher Delisha DeLeslin, middle infielder Zoe Carlisle, pitcher Alexis Hires, pitcher Cassidy Armstrong, and pitcher Abby Robinson. For the 10U American team, we started catcher with Jada Phillips, also catching with her catcher and middle infielder Haley Miranda, and the infield Juliana Nevins, her sister also on the infield Michaela Nevins, and the middle infield and catcher Alexandria Call, pitcher Addison Berry, middle infielder Jamison Townsend, outfielder Julia Girk, outfielder Alyssa Willer, middle infielder and outfielder Amber Karan, at pitcher Michaela Garvey, Irenaris Garcia, and finally a pitcher Pam King. For the national team, we started catcher with Samantha Zenliska, catcher and center infielder Ava Planta, in the infield Ava Hind, and infielder and outfielder Anna Roman.
Yeah, Anna Roman on the hitting side, she's just really strong, got good power, and then obviously on the defensive side, she's pretty strong too, so we're looking forward to watching her play out here.
Infielder and outfielder Carrie Pierce, Infielder and outfielder Grace Shaw. Middle infielder and outfielder Ava Thomas. And the outfield, Sophia Smith. In the infield, Aurea Stearns, Libby Weatherington, and pitcher and catcher Alexis Camarelli. And Alexis Camarelli, she really impressed the scouts.
Yeah, the scouts really like the fact that she's a pitcher and she's a catcher. She throws a fastball pretty hard for her age division, and then she also mixes it up with a changeup that has a good speed diversity, so I think she's going to do real well.
Pitcher and corner infielder Jaden Hevner, and pitcher Mackenzie Cox. And our final age group that we're going to announce is the 9U. And of course, we have some really talented 9Us that are just coming up the pipe here. We start with our three catchers, Sydney Francois and Carly Baker.
Yeah, Carly Baker, she had solid scores across the board. She was a direct select athlete, quality fundamentals, and a good throw and transfer as well on that defensive side.
Baker is joined with Hayden Kine behind home plate. In the infield, Neve Williams. Jelaya Mitchell, middle infielder Aloranda Maldonado, middle infielder Sarah Bro, outfielder Abby McInnes, outfielder Mackenzie Rooney, middle infielder Lennox Ehrlich, pitcher Morgan Talley, pitcher Jalen Thomas, and finally pitcher and infielder Tiffany Harrelson.
Yeah, Harrelson, what she impressed us with was just her power on the hitting side. She's a pitcher, but she's going to bring his bat as well to this 9U team. She had great power, ranked really high through the scores with the scouts, and that's what we're going to be looking to see out here.
Well, it should be really exciting. Of course, this is just the Atlantic region. We're just getting started, kicking off who's going down to ESPN Wide World of Sports, but what an opportunity for these athletes to get to go down to Orlando and really showcase their skills against the nation's best.
Yeah, they get to see and match up, size up themselves against other athletes within the nation, and really kind of find out what their region has and competitive-wise. So they're going to get out here and play hard and see what they have.
Well, congratulations to all the participants, and we cannot wait to watch what you do this summer at ESPN Wide World of Sports as a part of the USA Elite Select Futures All-American Games.